Hello, welcome back to Paul's Racing channel and to the Ultimate Racing League for my next one of my track guides. This is what will be round 8 of our Sunday Championship, and well, it says it there right in front of you. I don't need you to tell, don't need me to tell you where it is. It's in Suzuka here in Japan, and this will be round 8, as I say, of our championship. So let's go on with this track guide then, and well, you know the score by now, I think, as we come down the start and finish just over the line there to this right-hander that would be about just before the 50-metre board there. And this first corner was kind of this turns 1 and 2 really, really tricky, because if you're coming down there, at full pelt in 6th gear by the time you hit this point, and when you're going to be clipping that inside apex, it's very easy to run it right the way out wide over the curb and then into the, well, almost into the crowd over onto the left hand side. So you've really got to try and make sure the car's steady coming through here. Now I would be coming down here in 6th. Now what I would do at this point is obviously start the brake, just kind of not a full brake, not a hard press of it, but just a press of the brake, but drop it down a couple of gears to about 4th place, 4th gear at this point, and then roll it through. Don't let it. Now this is what I'm saying. You could easily run out onto that grey tarmac out over the other side of the curb in there, which is very dirty and very slippery out there. So just got to steady the car. So in 4th at that bit about this point now, into the middle of the corner, and I'll drop it again down to 3rd to take on this turn 2, and then just feed it around the inside of this one. Out the other side, when you're about just on the exit of that corner, then away you go. You can use all the curb on the left, on the exit curb there. Now through into the S's, which is really interesting. Now these S's, you can actually go through without having to brake at all. It's just lifting all the way through these. Now obviously it's going to be different when you're on your own. Obviously that's easy. You don't need to brake. That's easy done. But obviously when you've got cars around you, slightly different scenario, of course. But basically, yeah, this is as I say, you don't need a breakthrough here. Literally, the S is all the way through here. Just going to be clipping all the apexes as you go through, really. So 1, 2, feed it out. You can go a bit wide. You're automatically going to come out wide on this one. Flick it across, and then little lift there. Away you go. Give it a little spurt of power. Now this one's a long sweeping one, just hugging this inside curb. And now feed it out again. You'll be automatically coming out to the left hand side. Sweep it round again. Now this one's difficult because you think it just sweeps round, which it does, but on the exit of this one it closes right in, and very easy to run it off. And if you do, you'll be facing the other way. So just feeding it through, clipping these apexes. Now there you can see there's not really any runoff. You're automatically going to be coming out to the right hand side. Don't want to be on the gravel out there, and that's where he could easily be. But what you do have is this little bit of runoff here, this little kind of well, it's actually the part of the Indy circuit, which is where you'd go off round to the right hand side there. But obviously we're going to be going off round on the full GP circuit here. But where that entrance is, or that corner is on the right hand side, where that white line is, that actually gives you a little bit of an opportunity to use that as part of your turning. So you can actually use some of that. I mean, I've used a little bit of it there, but you can without getting any penalty. So it's quite a nice place to be, because it sets you up nicely for the exit, because now you're just about start to put the power on through here all the way up to 5th gear at this point, keeping to the left hand side, 50-metre board. Now this one again, simple in its design, but can easily throw you off. So in the 5th at this point, drop it down 1 gear to 4th. And what you're going to do is you're going to be clipping this inside curb. Now you don't want to be taking too much of it, because it's quite a high curb. It doesn't really show it there, but it is pretty high curb. So you've got to be a little bit careful. If you hit it too much, you're going to be flying across the other side of the track. So just kind of clip it and lift at the same time. You don't be going through full power, because you'll never make it anyway, because there's not much of a runoff as you come over there. The car's going to be unbalanced and unsettled as you're hitting that curb. So you're really just kind of lifting it as you're changing down to 4th. Just lift, clip the curb, just lift it, let it roll through, and then apply a little bit of power between the two corners here as you set up this next right-hander. Down to about third gear here. Use all that inside curb here, and then use all of the exit. You're going to be using all of this green stuff, including the AstroTurf on the far left. Again, you've got this lovely little bit of runoff area as well that you can actually use all of it if you need to. I'm pretty sure if you're right over it, you probably will get a penalty. As long as you're half a car over this white line, you'll be fine. Over the timing line. Clipping this, you're coming up here about 4th, 5th gear, clipping this inside curve, ready for this hairpin. Now, on this one, centre of the track for me, and it's all about getting it round. I'll drop it all the way down to first to about now, then a quick spurt into second as you're just coming up this hill. It's on a bit of a rise as you're exiting this corner, and this long right hander all the way around. Now this see this little bit of you're clipping this inside curb, obviously. Now this next bit, it just juts out a little bit further, doesn't it? But see that little bit of green strip there, actually designed for you to use. So your front right hand tyre or front right hand wheel can actually be used for that, and I think that's why it's there, for strategically placed to be used. Not many people see it, but it's just that small little bit, a sliver of concrete there that you can use. Now all the way up the gearbox, just keep it to the right hand side, till about the 50 metre board, and then this another double left hand, another difficult one. I'm around here in about 3rd gear. Just bring it round slowly, and then I say you don't want to be going right out there. That's slippery out there as well, and as soon as you hit that green AstroTurf, you're going to be in trouble. So you just want to try and bring it out as far as you can to the red and white curbing, so that you're setting yourself up for your next left-hander all the way round. Maybe just lift it. You can change gear possibly. People might want to change gear, but I'll just kind of lift it, and then now you're just starting to see the green curbing on the exit. It's time to apply the power, the throttle, and then you can use all of this curbing on the exit as you now come up the hill, put this back straight towards, I think, over the timing line again. I'm here in 6th gear now. Some people will choose probably just to lift and probably won't change, but you can change it down to 5th if you want, just change gear. But some people go through there in 6th just by lifting it. Now you can take quite a lot of it. You can cut quite a bit of this inside curb, because you don't want to be getting out to the far right hand side, so using as much of that inside curb as you possibly can to avoid having to go too far over to the right, and then up to the final chicane, changing at about 100 metre balls. You're changing gear, hard braking now for the chicane, 2nd gear through here all the way, just feeding it through, using some of that curb. Don't take all of it, you'll get a penalty if you take all of it, and then out the other side, and then around the final corner across the line. So let's go do the chase cam. So down into 6th gear. Out now, you can see clipping that inside curb. Steady the car, make sure it's steady. 3rd gear, all the way round, out the other side, and all the way through now. As I say, watch me brake lights. You probably won't see them come on at all. So we're just about lifting, going all the way through these. Little stab there, you have to. It's a slightly different kind of bend. Again, little stab of brakes here, maybe, or maybe not, just lift. And this is what I was telling you about. Look at that, you can use that bit of outside circuit there, 50 metre ball, bang, clip the inside curb, bind, because it's going to unsteady it. Use all that inside curb there. Probably too much curb there on the exit actually that time. I've got away with it, it's fine. Lost some time though. Up to the hairpin. 1st gear, 2nd, out the other side. Now, flipping it inside, watch the front, left, right, there. Use that little bit of green strip. Following the curbing round, 50 metre ball, 3rd gear, let it roll. Don't want to go too far out. I nearly got that wrong then. Now go a little bit wide there actually. So not perfect. Now all the way long. I don't think I'm going to improve on my time this time. Back straight here. Well down. Clip that inside curb. Oh, clipped a lot of it there. But you can do that. And then hard on the brakes. Second gear. Feed it round. Cross the chicane. And there's your lap of Suzuka. So that's your round 8 complete. And I did get the fastest lap, made up a lot of time, or some time in the end there. Actually, about half a second I made up in the end there, so I did get slightly faster time. But anyway, that's your Suzuka track guide. Hope that helps people. And I'll see you again for the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.